Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Oh, just give me a second here. Let me grab my tablet real quick. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's at peace. A lot of changes happening. This is all guided advice. Take it or leave it. Always glory to the Most High. Always. For I am hearing Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. That's a message. That's definitely a message. And guided to share. 1 second. One more second, please. I know Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. Well, there's a line, ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. Whoa, that line ain't never busy. And tell him what you want. Well, that line ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. Well, if you want his kingdom, tell him what you want. If you want his kingdom, tell him what you want. Again, if you want his kingdom, tell him what you want. Call him up. Call him up. You can call him up and tell him what you want. If you're sick and you want to get well, tell him what you want. Well, if you're sick and you want to get well, and sick is many different things, okay? Tell him what you want. And if you're feeling down and out, tell him what you want. I know Jesus is on that main line. Tell him what you want. And weirdly, I'm not trying. It's not a J hook, okay? Again, some of you will understand that this isn't about a J hook, at all. It's what's going on right now. Take it at Yeshua. You call Yeshua, Yeshua, whoever but Christ, the Christ. With what's going on. Walk peacefully with me through this day. You are wondering how you will cope with all that is expected of you. You must traverse this day like any other, one step at a time. Instead of mentally rehearsing how you will do this or that, keep your mind on my presence and on taking the next step. The more demanding your day, the more help you can expect from me. This is the training opportunity. Since I designed you for deep dependence on your shepherd king, challenging times wake you up and amplify your awareness of needing my help. And when you don't know what to do, wait while I open the way before you. Wait while I open the way before you. Trust that I know what I'm doing and be ready to follow my lead. I will give you strength. I will give strength to you, and I will bless you with peace. Exodus, Deuteronomy, Hebrews, and Psalms. Boom, shakalaka. Wow. This is just what is on my heart and soul today, and this is how it's coming out, and I love it. It's beautiful. We are going through deep changes, and the deeper change you go, many of us are embracing our Christ light, being shown what we have to see for ourselves over this 3D world. And I'm going to read that again. So that was just, it was 828. We have beautiful dragons in the sky right now where I am. There's definitely something got earthed. Okay, instantly I'll show you the card too. Let me see if it will come out. What I posted in my community, what we're seeing is also vibrational messages for you, for your body, mind, and spirit. For those who are paying attention, to the changes around you. Over, like, who says this is this and this is it? It's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. Let me see if I can... Right here. I knew it would come right out. Jump in. Lifting the veil. Breaking the chain. Transformation. Because Star Mother's here. Jesus is on the main line. Yep, deep replenishment. Find that card. He has all the vibration and frequency, but it's, you know, in front of you in the blue. Don't dim to fit in. Lemuria portal to the cosmic heart, Earth. Here we go. That's what I was feeling from this right here. This, I uploaded the video, but I didn't make it public yet. But I did take a screenshot, and I just saw that card. I was like, okay, that would be a vibration and hitting everything, except for the extra gift is, and probably even more, is we can see it. Because reading Revelations, you know, off and on all my life, I wasn't grasping. I get why we're eased into it. I totally get it, because it's a grasper. It's a soul grasper. Yeah, it's going through your soul to understand. It's just going through your soul to understand. And then you shall see. And we're filming it. We're able to film this. Like, that's huge. Who would have thought we've been able to film and document? Well, God did. That's our scribing. Like, a lot about, like, you may feel, I'm hearing the word compelled, which that's interesting. Inspired to write for your, you know, it's your part here. For your part here. However that is, a lot of writing, because we got the scribes here at this time, just like the other scribes were here to let us know about now, but differently. Like that level of you who, you know, whoever you are out there writing, all of you, you know, to document this time, and many of us are filming it, and we're like we're the scribe here. We are filming and documenting, no matter what you think of it and what it is. Okay, the reality is it is not just a blue, smooth sky. There's a lot going on. We're being shown a lot. And the veil is dropping. And it was written that the veil would drop. And here we are. And we're able to freaking film it. It's just amazing to me. Anyway, I was looking up. Give me a second. What are you doing, Valentina? Let's see. Crap, what was I just gonna look up? Oh, I was gonna show you the picture. That's what I was gonna do. I hope everyone's well today, this rising. The air is interesting. The energy is interesting. Like, it was like earthed to me. I mean, that's huge. It's a huge impact. That technically how we're taught, and what can be as well. I'm not saying it can't be. Like, seriously, people, it's a crow on a man's face, or even looks like a dragon boat right here. Right here. I read the sky like people read tea leaves and call. I can do that too, but anyway, like that, seeing that, to be filming that, or filming the like, it's so big, it's huge, and to see that, that's a big deal, because not everybody is seeing that. More and more are now, but these worlds coming together for the cosmic heart, something to do with this moon time. I wanted to look up again, just guided to this. Exodus came up, and I want to look into that too. because there's a lot of messages in here from heaven coming through for you to understand. You'll get it, or maybe you won't. I don't know. I'm not like, good luck to you, I guess, if you don't understand what's going on. Because this is what we're in right now. So I like Jesus on the, like, I don't just, that doesn't, like, that's for a reason. when I'm hearing Jesus is caught on the main line, tell him what you want. The woman dressed in purple. It's like a bunch of different versions. I want the oldest version, so just give me a second. So Arameric, the woman was wearing purple and the scarlet gilt with gold and precious stones and pearls, and had a cup of gold in her hand, and it was full of abominations in the filth of her fornication. The woman was dressed in purple, scarlet robe. She wore jewelry made of gold. See, like the little differences, but whatever it is, what it is. Precious stones and pearls in her hand, and she held a cup of gold filled with the filthy, nasty things she had done. And this is like everything that's coming out now, and that's who that stands for. And it's not like just it's not like my opinion at all, because I'm not into politics. I just see what I see. Like, I think I can't. What blows my mind is not everybody can see that. They're fooled by. And it's just it's. And then Exodus. I want to see how this comes together, because to me this is the Most High God talking to me, and I know it is. In Christ. Okay, then we're gonna look up Exodus, because we're in Exodus. If you don't know that, I feel like most of you do. But for those who don't, these are things I've been personally like going through with my connection. You know, just these are like wicked God winks for me, and I'm just sharing them with you in the collective. If you're not into it, that's cool. Just move on, okay? But this to me is super important, because my relationship with the Most High God is more important than anything else. Because if I don't have that, I have nothing. My presence will go with you, and I will give you nest. This is a serious time, where portal, time frame, whatever you want to call it, that we're in. Full chapter 33. Okay, so the Lord said to Moses, leave this place, you and the people you brought up out of Egypt, and go up to the land I promised on earth to Abraham, Isaac, and I wanted to say Josiah. I don't even know if that's a being, but it says Jacob. I will give it to your descendants. I will send an angel before you and drive out the Canaanites, Amorites, Hittites, all the ites. Go up to the Perizzites, Hivaites, and Jebusites, and a bunch of Zites. Go up to the land flowing with milk and honey, but I will not go with you, because you are a stiff-necked people, and I might destroy you on the way. That's interesting. I feel like because of the high vibration, as the vibration shifts, it changes things. That whoever they are said, well, Moses was one frequency. I feel like this is frequency stuff. When the people heard these distressing words, they began to mourn, and no one put on any ornaments. For the Lord said to Moses, tell the Israelites, you are stiff-necked people. Okay, well, what is stiff-necked people? I mean, I have a stiff neck. If I were to go with you even for a moment, I might destroy you. Now take off your ornaments. Oh. Okay. I feel like that's like Inanna when she has to take off the 7 layers. That's what I'm getting from that. And I know this has to do with Anunnaki. Whether, just you believe what you want. I'm not here to change anyone's opinions of your belief system, but I'm going to share how I understand it. And if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, it's okay. This is the whole parting of the Red Sea that had to do with an Anunnaki. These books have these are Anunnaki gods. If you don't know that, and lords and created God is in here too. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of, but it is a distortion. There's a and it's coming out before you, right before your eyes, at the same time. And it's deep. It's deep. So this is powerful to me. So that was Exodus. And then we have Deuteronomy 33:25. Deuteronomy 33:25, right? Yeah. This is an organized religion for me. I'm not about organized religion at all, but I do understand there is a power. Power is greater than ourselves right now that are doing a lot of different things. The bolts of your gates will be iron and bronze, and your strength will equal your days. Deuteronomy 33:25. The Lord came from Sinai and dawned over them for Siyah. He shone forth on Mount Paran. He came with myriads of holy ones from the south, from his mountain slopes. Surely it is you who love the people. All the holy ones are in your hand, all at your feet, and they all bow down. And from you receive instruction, the law that Moses gave us. So this is about the law of Moses right now that's going on. Yeah, something connected to that. Hold on, I'm going to pull that up. Law of Moses, because that's a law of Moses. And Jesus came up. Okay, let's see what that says. Christ said he came to fulfill the law, meaning to complete it, not to keep it. Christ kept the law, but his reason for coming was to fulfill the purpose of the law. I feel like this has to do with like the law of one, not one world order. Very different, very different, very different, very different. But you do you, boo. Redeem humanity. Christ's death redeemed, but Christ didn't die. Christ ascended, and I totally know that. I do know that. I do know that. I do know that. I do. He even says it, but never mind. I'm just not going to get into that part of it. The law of Moses was a tutor to bring the Israel to Christ. I feel like Israel's also talking about us, like the body of, you know what I mean? Bringing it to the, clearly like the Christ conscious. I know that this is a lot of distortion, and if you want to believe every single word this says, and that's what it means, that's cool. That's all good with me. I just, I feel it a little different. The law of Moses is considered a preparatory gospel, which includes faith, because faith without works is dead. That has been coming up all week long. Like, and not just me, other people. It's so, like, last night I had the coolest experience. Like, I'm always into I love groups. I love groups where people are really trying to figure this shit out and, be the higher version of themselves, sober. And, it was like, went into this portal, I walk in the door, and they're in the middle of meditation. I didn't know what, I just knew there was a meeting, I was headed to it, and that's all that mattered to me. So I go in and I sit down and I was like, okay, so I got exactly what I was supposed to have. And it was just freaking amazing. And then as we went round robin, listening to everybody, almost everybody, they'd never been there before either. And I was like, cosmically, I'm like, how fucking weird is that? Like, that is so wild to me. Like, at least 5 of us never been in this place before, this time and space. And And we're all going through some differently because, you know, we're going through different experiences, but the same freaking thing. And it came up that faith without works is dead. Prayer is an action word. You know, you gotta, yes, but you have to do, like, you have to be doing the action, you know, this is, you just do. You just gotta keep doing what you gotta keep doing what you gotta keep doing, moving forward, and know and trust and connecting that it's just know and trust. It's not easy because we want to take our will back all the time, which is absolutely natural because that's the human condition. But it was just wild to me. I was like that, and the message has been faith without works is dead, and more. But that was just like such a god wink. The law of Moses is considered preparatory. So let's look up. Did the chosen get this right? That's what stuck out. It's about our show, never mind. But the message is there. Did the chosen get this right? Exodus. Here we go. Brings us back to Exodus. Alrighty. Well, we saw in chapter 11, and we're in the 11th month, how the Lord began the revelation of the law of Israel and with 10 principles that summarize the way in which men are to deal with God and their families and their fellow men. This is important right now with everything, with these shifts with these two people, because these aren't people. There's serious supernatural, like they're doing the law of Moses. You understand? They're trying to break all that. They're trying to bend it to their will. They're doing all their hoodoo voodoo shit. All these people that most are out there, like with their signs and stuff. It's like, it's not my opinion. It is. It's real. Like, it's real. When you start to understand what you're really dealing with, you wouldn't stand out there with a sign. You would work on protecting more of your family and your community versus that. It's amazing how we're amazing because we're so trusting. You know, some more than others, some not. And because we're so trusting, these things, we call them people, politicians, they take advantage of that. They know how to play it. And it's us who have to change that. To see that, oh, wait a minute, these people, because when you really see, you see how they play you. I see how they play society. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's deep. It's deep. Right down to how they position when you're in your grocery store. Remember, we're gonna go to the grocery store. They know exactly where to position the most attractive product for your eyes' vision. There's people that walk through and they lay out the store. It goes deep. It's just deep. This whole place is designed to pull at your desires. It's weird here. It's just weird here. It's really strange here. It's very manipulative here. It's highly manipulative. And then you look at two people that lady's diabolical. Like, I see it so clearly. It's scary diabolical. Like, I worry. I worry for humanity. I don't know lie. If that thing becomes in any kind of power at all, it won't be good. I'm just saying. And I think this is going to come a time where we don't have one, and this is going to be an uprising, because there is a time that we don't have. They have to figure out something different on how to, instead of having a president, they have to. There's a lot of big changes happening. big, deep spiritually. It's spiritually. There's spiritual laws being heard in front of divine judges, and make no mistake about it right now, in the Most High God, but there's different levels of councils. It's like a huge council meeting. You call it God, Lord, it's also Divine Creator, and they sit with Divine Creator. And all these, it's the universal law. You don't mess with the universal law. It's like such serious consequences. It throws everything off. So that's why, and it's not like a control thing. I'm not talking control. This is no, This is just a higher way of being, and being, emanating who you are collectively, over ego. So the law of Moses was preparatory. Preparatory is what's sticking out. It included principles of repentance, baptism, Remission of sins and the law of cardinal commandments. It was a very strict law of performances and ordinance designed to keep the Israelites in remembrance of God and their duty towards him. The law of Moses was highly symbolic, being filled with types of shadows, all of which pointed toward Christ and his future atonement. The law of Moses was added to the gospel, not given as a substitute for it. Galatians, the law of Moses was given to a schoolmaster or tutor to bring Israel to Christ. Okay. To me, that would be like, well, I guess they call them schoolmasters, so that's some kind of, like, there's guards to gates. There are guardians here. There's all different kinds, but they've changed the names of things. There are guardians here. There's a changing of the guard happening. There's a huge changing of a spiritual guard. And with spiritual guard, it's serious. It's holy, and it has something that has to be aligned with dark and light. And that's what all this is telling me anyway. This is really something that's, because the dark is over, it's out of balance. It's so out of balance that this is a level that something had to be agreed upon, I feel, on many, like, way different deep levels of dark and light. It's like dark and light hold, I almost feel like the covenant, it's a sacred chest. It's a sacred tool. It's only done very rarely, and it's very real. And if that's what I'm seeing with all of this, like, most people are just seeing Trump and Camilla. I see through that, and I can see bigger than that, and it's a ripple effect, and it worries me being here in this realm now. It just does. And I have to be honest, I've never been even thought about elections and things like that. Like, when what's his face, the Obama red flag started going off, that's when I was like, okay, for some reason I'm supposed to pay attention to this. And when you understand what that really is all about, you should kind of be disgusted that you voted for him he's just, when you understand what he is and how dark he is, yeah. Same with the other one. These are demons. They're not people. I know they look like people. They look like people. They are not. They have demonic energy in them. Absolutely. It's very obvious. But okay. So in summary, when you study the law of Moses, you can expect to find witness of Christ and his atoning sacrifice. See, I don't personally subscribe to that, but that, this is where this is going. Maybe one of them feels like we should all be freaking sacrificed or something. There's something, because it's going on, and it is in the dark realms. Let me tell you what's going on right now. Where is it? That is not cool. All right, that's dark. That's voodoo, and it is. That's what's going on. There's something really big going on right now. Spiritually, the Ten Commandments give us such declaration. The Ten Commandments are not therefore laws among laws, but are the basic laws, of which various laws are specific examples. The example of such basic law is Exodus 20:15 and Deuteronomy 5. We keep going back. Thou shalt not steal. That's why you don't feel right. If I don't know, if you're on a soul alignment and you steal, it won't sit right with you. It won't, and you'll have to clean that out, make an amends, make it right, or else it'll just nag at you, and become like just you will. With this in mind, that of the law first lays down broad and basic principles to let us examine second characteristics of biblical law. I don't know why we're going here with this one, because I'm really not into evil, but I feel like there's a message here. Evil directly. That's the message. God gave the laws to Israel not to shackle them, but to guarantee here we go. To guarantee the greatest individual freedom. Oh my God, God gave the laws to Israel not to shackle them, but to guarantee the greatest individual freedom, explaining how this is so. One scholar stated, thank you for showing, thank you. Okay, I get it. A negative concept of law confers a double benefit, because we're in the upside down, so they're going to use it as control here. First, it is practical, and that negative concept of laws deal realistically with particularly evil. It states, thou shalt not steal, or thou shalt not bear false witness. A negative statement. So something's going on here about thou shalt not bear false witness to somebody, however you resonates with whoever you are out there. Therefore, the state is limited. So it's limiting your state of growth. This is about your soul. To me, I'm seeing all this about your soul, period, end of story, so that your soul doesn't somehow get bound here, because there's a lot here to try to bind you, all of us. A negative statement thus deals with particular evil directly and plainly, and I'm being shown in this with circles around it, right here, like over and over. Evil directly and plainly, like in the face. Prohibits its makes it illegal. The law thus has modest function. The law is limited, therefore the state is limited. The state as enforcing agency limited to dealing with evil, not controlling all men. Boom, shakalaka laka laka. The state as an enforcing agent is limited to dealing with evil, not controlling all men. So, I mean, you read that if you want. I'm not going to continue to go deeper and deeper, because I want to see what Psalms 29:11 says. And this is, again, I'm not into organized religion. This is just a message I feel that's really coming from God and through Christ and my angels and guides and my oversoul. It's just been signs for me. I get guided to scripture. I don't read a lot of, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't sit here and read my Bible every day or anything like that. But I get called to certain scriptures, and I trust that, 29:11. Because there's a big message in it for those whoever understands what the message is for them too. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. Peace. That's not when we started out with peace. Okay, we did. With the Christ. Walk peacefully with me through this day. You are wondering how you will cope with all that is expected of you. You must traverse this day like any other, one step at a time, instead of mentally rehearsing. How will you do this or that, or keep your mind on my presence and on taking the next step? And I feel like that's really important. Like, what could you be thinking different, doing different, if you're getting all wrapped up in your head? Can you help somebody? Helping others helps yourself, but then, you got to be careful of that, because then you can start helping others and not pay attention to yourself. But, just redirecting your thinking, basically, is what I'm really getting from that. Challenging times wake you up and amplify you. So it's a lot of you going through. We all are a whole other level of waking up. And when you don't know what to do, wait, pause. Pause while I open the way before you. Trust that I know what I'm doing, and be ready to follow my lead. I will give strength to you, and I will bless you with peace. And I'm going to end there. That was really cool how that came out. So I'm glad I got to document that, and I hope this finds you well. Big changes. Huge. Peace be with you. Hi, everybody. I didn't even check the chit-chat. Anyway, thanks for being here. I see you. Peace out.